I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm back.
Hi, I'm the Global Runner, and today we're going to be looking at these, the Nike Invincible Run. Now I know we're on version 3 of these maximum stack shoes, but version 3 has been getting a lot of love, so I thought I would look back at version 1 and give you my thoughts on these. I haven't got version 3, but I will be looking at the similarities between the two. So this is version 1, and it's had 260 miles exactly on it. There's almost no wear and tear in the forefoot. I am a bit of a heel foot striker, or a bit of a heel striker, and so the only sort of real visible wear is there and maybe a little bit here, and that's after 250 miles. So same on the other side, there's a bit of wear here where I'm obviously striking, and a little bit down here, but the rest of it, this quite aggressive rubber here, is really got no wear at all, and that's pretty good after 260 miles, so that's about 400 kilometers. So I'm really happy with that. The foam also is this big squishy stack of foam, and that's tolerated 260 miles really well. There was a lot of creasing in the previous versions of things like the Vaporfly, and people found that aesthetically not very pleasant and led to understand. And so I think what they did on this one was to deliberately put some grooves in so that it didn't look all crinkled and creased, and people thought that it was wearing out earlier than it was. And I think it's really done the trick, because you really can't see any appreciable wear and tear in these shoes at all after 260 miles. So remember, this was the first shoe with ZoomX foam all the way through and no carbon fiber plates. There's no carbon fiber plate in here, and they really are just like a big marshmallow of a shoe. And when I first got them, I wasn't a massive fan of them. It took me a long time to wear them in, but once I did, I really found that I enjoyed them. They've got a decent heel collar, and they're just plush in every way. You can see that they've got this big fat stack of foam here to keep your heel in place, and even on the sides there, I'm not quite sure what that's for. They've got a tongue which is not gusseted, so just a normal tongue, but I've never had any issues with that. And again, that's really fat, like most of the shoe. Like this shoe is a fat shoe, but I've really enjoyed running with it recently. I've found that it's really forgiving, and after the initial break-in period, I really found that I could knock out some miles in this without any problems. It's got this extra collar around here for sort of added stability, I assume, so that you don't roll sideways when you're running. But really, this shoe for easy miles is right up there with some of my favorite types of long run shoes. So what do I use this for? I use this for long, easy runs, soft mileage, where I really just wanted to get out and enjoy some miles. Other shoes I put in this category include the New Balance SC Trainer, although of course the New Balance SC Trainer has a carbon fiber plate in that, and this does not. I'd also put the Brooks Glycerin in this category, as well as something like the On Cloud Monster, although that wasn't a favorite shoe of mine. So again, those are all max stack shoes without any carbon fiber plate, just to give you full-on cushioning underneath your foot when you're going out for long, easy miles. So the similarities between version 1 of this shoe and version 3, they are both $235, so there's no increase in price. Weight is very similar between versions 1 and 3. They're almost identical. I weighed mine at 285 grams, and the version 3 says it's 274 grams, but that's in the men's size 9, and this is a men's size 10. So virtually identical in terms of weight. The outsole is different on the version 3, so this is sort of bubbly types of grip here. You can see that the grip is really just little nodules, which I've really enjoyed, and the grip is very different, the outsole is very different on the version 3. Other similarities between this version 1 and version 3 are the 9mm drop. So there's, generally speaking, the same amount of stack in the back. I think it's 37 mils in the back, and 28 mils in the front. So a ton of cushioning here, but not max stack in the same way that the Prime X would be, for example. So in terms of similarities, these are actually very similar to version 3. And I think that's a pretty good thing. I think these are shoes that people have enjoyed. So the question is, would I buy the version 3 once this wears out? Well, it's going to take a while for these to wear out, I think. I would say I've got another 200 miles in these at least. But when these wear out, I think I would buy the Invincible 3, assuming that they're on discount. To me, there is not much difference between the 1, the 2, or the 3. And so I think you could quite easily buy any version, and just the cheapest one would do. So for me, this is a winner of a shoe for daily mileage, and this is one that I would buy again, whichever is the cheapest version when these ones die, which is going to be a little while yet. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to mash the like button, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.